Hi, I'm Camilla. Thank you for joining me for our 15-minute express body weight workout. You are only going to need yourself and a mat. No kit required for this. You might just want to have some water to hand too. Presuming you've all done a warm-up, making sure you've done that dynamic warm-up, we're going to get going with our exercises today. We're going to do 45 seconds of each exercise with a 15-second rest. Make sure you take that rest so that you're ready to go for the next exercise. This is all mat-based, mat-focused, low intensity, but we are going to be working hard for those 45 seconds. Okay, I'm going to set my timer and then we are going to get going. We're going to start with a plank shoulder tap. So for this one, you're going to come down onto the mat. You're going to bring your feet up into the plank position and we are going to tap the opposite shoulder. Keeping those hips nice and still. You can keep your feet apart at the back to give you more stability. And we're just going for a nice tap of the opposite shoulder, working that core. So keeping that core engaged by keeping those hips nice and still. If you find this too challenging, just hold your plank here and keeping the bottom in line with your spine. So you want your hips down here or up here. Keeping it nice and strong and just doing your plank hold on your arms. We've got 10 seconds to go. Keeping those shoulder taps nice and still, slow. Last repetition. Bringing your knees down to the mat and resting there. Excellent. Next up, we are doing press-ups. So for the majority of you, you might want to do these from your knees. If you want to do full press-ups, you can also do full press-ups. So we're going to come down, hands mat width apart, bring those hips down, nose to the mat, pushing up through your arms. Making sure your body weight is in your arms. You're pushing up through your hands. Bring your hips down to the mat with you, okay? So work with what you've got. Key tip for this is keeping your tummy to spine. So really bring that core, engage that core so that you're pushing up and your core is pushing up your body, okay? We've got a couple more repetitions, working with what you've got. Let's go for one more. Brilliant. Okay, next up we've got body weight squats, my favourite. So feet hip width apart, we're just going to come down into a squat. So keeping our body weight into our heel, pushing back. You can bring your arms in front of you if you like, or you can have your hands together here. And we're sitting down onto that imaginary chair, into the bottom, pushing up through those glutes. So you're coming down into that squat, keeping those knees behind your toes, so you're sitting back into your hips. Okay, so really think about sitting back, keeping that balance, keeping a nice strong squat, keeping your knees strong so your knees follow your toes. You don't want those knees to cave in. We're coming down into that squat, taking it as low as you feel you can go. Don't push it if this is your first session in a long time. We're going to go for one more. Brilliant. Okay, excellent. Next up, we've got side climbers. So we're going to come into a plank position, onto the mat, feet up behind you, back into that plank, and we're going to bring one knee out to your elbow, followed by the other side. Don't worry if you can't get your knee to your elbow, just bringing it round to the side, working those obliques, those muscles at the side of your core. Brilliant. Keep bringing it round. If you need to have a rest, just hold that plank. Keeping your hips nice and still. Working that leg round to the elbow. We've got 15 seconds to go. Keep breathing. Excellent stuff. Couple more repetitions. And resting there. Good. Excellent work. Right, we are going to do our reverse lunge to balance. So coming up onto the mat, hands beside your body, keeping your core engaged, your shoulders nice and tall. We're stepping back, onto one side, and we're going to lift up in front to balance. We're going to step back, coming up in front, getting that balance. So only step back when you've got that nice steady balance in front with your knee up. Get that knee right up. A couple of seconds hold so it feels nice and strong before you step back into that reverse lunge. Keeping your core engaged, your shoulders back. Brilliant. Doing a great job here, guys. Couple more repetitions, then we've got a 15-second rest. Okay, giving that standing leg a bit of a shake out. Then we're going to come back onto the other side. So standing at the top of the mat, thinking about engaging that core, hands beside your body. We're going to step back onto the other side, coming up to balance in front. Okay? So getting that balance before you step back into your lunge. Nice balance through the legs and the body. Feeling strong. Good. Keep it coming back. Pushing up through your standing leg, foot. Brilliant. Couple more to go. Nearly through. I've got one more exercise of this set after this one. And resting after this. Lovely. Okay, 15 seconds rest. I'm going to show you the next exercise. We're coming down onto the mat, lying onto the mat. Oh, yes, you say. Right, toes into the mat, elbows into the mat. Engaging your tummy to your spine. We're going to lift up into a plank hold. Okay, let's go. We've got 45 seconds. We want to see your plank hold nice and strong like a plank. No bums up here, bring a bum down, and no hips drop down here. Keep your body in line, your spine aligned with your nice core that's engaged. So we're going to keep holding this one, and I want you to keep breathing, feeling the wobbles, feeling the shakes, and take yourself somewhere else in your head. Think about something you'd much rather be doing, lying on the beach with a cocktail maybe. Last few seconds, keep holding that nice strong plank. You're doing a great job. 3, 2, 1, and resting there. Knees to the mat. Right. We are going to do a second set of that. Then you are free to go after a stretch. We're going to start with our plank shoulder tap. So staying on the mat, coming into that plank position. Feet out behind you with a bit of a spread on the feet. For stability, we're going to bring one hand to the opposite shoulder. Keeping those hips as still as you can. Nice and strong through that core. Brilliant stuff. Keep it nice and slow with the shoulder taps. You are not looking to go fast with this. We're looking for nice, strong core strength. Keep those hips still. Good stuff. We've got about 10 seconds left. Feeling that core engaged. 3, 2, 1. Bring those knees down to the mat. Staying down here. Getting ready for our press-ups. So again, hands mat width apart. Coming onto the knee and leaning forward into your upper body. We're going to bring that face down to the mat. Lowering those hips. Pushing up through your body. Through your arms. If that feels too strong, you can bring your knees in and doing it from all fours. So work with the option that suits you. Bringing those hips down if you can. Pushing up. It is supposed to feel hard. You're pushing your body weight up. Press ups are not easy, but work with them. Start with a few repetitions that you can do well. Have a rest. And then next time you give them a go, try and add another one in. Okay, last one. Pushing up and resting there. Excellent. Slowly coming up to standing. We're going to get ready for our body weight squats. I'll do them face to camera this time. Feet hip width apart. A little bit wider if you want. We're going to sit back into our heel, keeping these knees nice and strong, in line with the toes. And then keeping the knee behind the toe, so sitting back into your bottom. Good. Keep your chin up. Pushing through the heel, making sure you're pushing through your legs evenly, through both heels. Excellent. Squeezing it up. I'm going to show you some on the side for our last few. So sitting into that bottom, 5 more seconds. Pushing up through the heel. Good. And resting there. Right, we have got side climbers. So coming down onto that mat, let's get this core working again. We're going to come into our plank position. So your body weight into your arms, feet apart at the back. We are bringing, for one last time, our knee round to our elbow. It's a hard one. If you feel it's too much, stay in your plank position. Otherwise, get that core working even harder. Keeping those hips nice and still. Bring that leg round to the side. Great stuff. Keeping a nice strong core. Squeezing that knee round. You've got just over 10 seconds. Let's keep it going. Brilliant. Squeezing it around. Last one. And knees to the mat. Resting there. Take a deep breath in. Lovely. Right. We've got our reverse lunge to hold. Grabbing a quick drink of water if you want one. Otherwise, we're going to get straight into it. So coming to the front of the mat. We're going to come back onto that one leg. Coming up in front to your hold. So you've got that nice balance. Good. Pushing up through that standing leg heel. Keeping those shoulders relaxed. Core engaged. Standing nice and tall. Brilliant stuff. Keeping that core engaged, coming to balance before you step back again. Nice strong reverse lunges, done properly. Okay, resting there, giving the standing leg a shake, then we're going to bring it back onto that leg. You're nearly through, you're doing so well, feeling warm now, I certainly am. In 3, 2, 1, let's go back on the other side, coming to balance. Brilliant stuff. Back to balance. Keeping your shoulders relaxed, your head up, your body nice and tall. Getting that balance before you're stepping back. Last 10 seconds. Hang in there, guys. We're nearly through. Your legs are going to thank you for doing this. Last one. I'm resting there. Coming down. Getting ready for our final exercise, which is our plank hold. So bringing our whole body onto the mat. Oh, lovely. Can we stay here? No, we can't. Toes into the mat. Elbows into the mat. Let's come up with our hips into our plank hold for 45 seconds. And then we are going to stretch. So give it everything you've got. This is your last exercise. Keeping that core nice and strong. It's a quick 45 seconds. I know it feels long and slow. A minute in fitness feels like a lifetime. That's it. Keep breathing. Take yourself to your happy place. Keep that core nice and strong. You're doing a great job. You've got 10 seconds to go. Keep that core nice and strong. 3, 2, 1. And resting your knees down to the mat. Well done, everybody. That was brilliant. Okay, we are going to do a quick stretch before I release you. Let's just bring our hands behind our back, interlink the fingers, and just draw back the chest. So you're opening out that chest and just stretch that out from the press ups, from the plank holds. Which is nice to get those shoulders back. Nice chest stretch. And then we're going to come up with our hands and just bring our upper body to one side. You feel that down the side of your obliques. Really nice stretch down here, down your lats, down the side of your core. Brilliant stuff. Coming back to the center, we're going to come out to the other side, taking some deep breaths in and slowly exhaling over. Brilliant. Okay. Giving those shoulders a roll, we're just going to come into lunge. So lean forward into that front knee, feeling this in your hip flexor. In my left hip flexor, I can feel this stretch. Lean forward into that front knee. And then we're going to go onto the other side. So stepping forward into the other leg and stretching out that other hip flexor from our lovely squats. Just holding that there, feeling that stretch through the hip. Great one for hip mobility. Keep stretching, really important. Okay, and then slowly coming up to standing. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed that and look forward to seeing you at our next session.